Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny Plans. So today I've got my week 15 of 2025 Plan With Me video. And today's sticker kit is by Planner Envy, a shop on Etsy. They have some really awesome kits available, all kinds of different stickers. So I will definitely link them below. And we will go ahead and get started. So as per usual, I'm going to start with my lovely sidebar over here. And for the next 2 weeks, I actually am using this same kit because it was a huge kit with like 5 different pages. So I figured why not go ahead and use them for the week before and the week after Easter. So I've got my dinners here. We had, for this week, it was spaghetti with salad, pot roast, chicken pot pie, seared scallops, pizza, walking tacos, and then ribs. Okay, and then I've got my vitamins tracker up here, and then a lovely quote sticker as well. It says, "Love yourself." As per usual, I am using a combination of Happy Planner, Erin Condren, and Paper Studio stickers. I'm also going to go ahead and lay down all of my decorative boxes and my to-do list. So this is for Tuesday. Let me go ahead and fold this in half. Make it a little bit easier to see, hopefully. And this is an Erin Condren sticker kit. So all of the box stickers should all align very nicely with the Erin Condren layout. And then this one is for, this box sticker is for Friday. Oh, but first, I'm going to go ahead and do my to-do list. So for the first one, I'm going to put this one on Wednesday. And I think I'm going to do this one here in a general right here direction. Okay, and then I will put my to-do list header right here. Just want to get it to line up just right. Okay. And then I do have another to-do list for Monday. And actually for this one, I am going to put it at the very bottom. I need to turn my planner just a little bit. There we go. And then I will add my, again, my to-do list header here. And then I will flip it over to the other side, the second half of our week. And I will start with a to-do list here. And let me see, Wednesday was in the middle. So I will go ahead and put this one at the very top to make my life just ever so slightly easier. There we go. And then for Wednesday, again, I have this decorative box sticker, which I will put right here in the center. And then for Saturday, I also have another decorative box sticker, and I'm going to put this one down here at the bottom. And then for Sunday, I have a to-do list and a deco sticker on here. So I'm going to start up here at the top again. Actually, I'm going to put it down here just to make it ever so slightly more interesting. put my checklist here, and you'll notice that the checklists are little eggs, so what could be cuter? And then here's my decorative box as well. There we go. Okay, now that everything is placed, I will get started on Monday. Oh, I could write in our to-do list items. Let's start there, just to get all this writing out of the way. So for Monday, it was sweep, mop, trash, laundry, cat litter, and dishes. For anyone who is new here, I have a lot of pets. I have 8 pets total. So we've got a dog, 2 bunny rabbits, and 5 cats. So the cat litter is definitely one of the bigger chores. So is like cleaning the bunny hutches, but there's only 2 of them and there's 5 cats. Okay, and then for Thursday's to-do list, we had dishes, laundry, cat litter again, and I had to clean up my office this day, weekly prep, and then also camping prep. Okay, and then for Sunday's to-do list, I had, again, dishes, cat litter, laundry, unpacking the car from our camping trip, and then cleaning out the car. And then also cleaning out the fridge. There we go. Okay, now we will flip back over and actually get started on Monday. So as per usual, on Monday, I'm going to list out my reading first. Okay, so I will just put this one here, and then I will put this adorable little book icon right about here. And I read for 1 hour on Monday. And then up next, I will mark the workouts for this day. And then we'll put this little sneaker icon about there. So the first workout was I walked 1 mile, and then I did 40-minute leg day. Okay, and then up next, my daughter did have a friend over, so I will mark that here. And then I'll put this cute little heart. Plate. It barely fit, but it fit. Okay, and then up next for Monday, of course, who would I be if I did not have some planning time? Okay, and then I'm going to put this cute little, it's like a traveler's notebook. So I will put that one here. And I will just write, maybe in my thicker pen, I will write planning time. And then the next item for my Monday is my bills and budgeting. So I'll put that right about here. Give a little extra room for my planner sticker. And realistically, if I was paying attention to my placement, I could have put this more in the center and then just put the planner over that, but life is life. It happens. Okay, so bills and budgeting. Perfect. And then the next item that I have is I did a little manicure this day. So I will write manicure. And then for my last item for Monday, I watched a little bit of TV. I'll put this right here. There we go. A little bucket of popcorn. What did I watch this day? Oh, Cabin in the Woods. Okay. Watched Cabin in the Woods. Okay, there we go. That gets us through Monday. Now for Tuesday. So again, as per usual, I'm going to knock out my reading and my workout. And I always like to knock these out right away simply because there's not a standard time when I do these things. So I kind of try to build out my day kind of how it happened, because if I'm watching TV, I'm watching it at the end of the day, most of the time anyways. My bills and budgeting is going to happen sometime around like my lunch hour or something like that. But with my reading and my workouts, those just kind of they fit into the day wherever I can manage them that particular day. So that's why they're kind of always at the top. And on Tuesday, I read for 30 minutes. I actually started the ACOTAR series, so I'm on book 3 now. I think I liked the second one better than I liked the first one. But up next, I will go ahead and add my workouts in here. If I can get this to line up exactly how I want it, that'd be like lovely, perfect. And then I've got this little stopwatch icon. Instantaneously not happy with that. Okay. There might be some times when my sticker placement just bugs me to no end. It would probably also help if I used the tweezers that I have right here because, you know, clearly I got them for a reason. Okay, little stopwatch icon. Here we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, and then for Tuesday, okay, I walked 1.17 miles, 10 minutes of core, and then 15 minutes of yoga. Fantastic. And then up next, it is Tuesday, so naturally my little dude has martial arts. And I'll put a little car there. And then again, I did some more planning on this day. So I'm actually gonna put this one a little bit spaced out because the planner sticker is a little bit on the bigger side. I did actually do a lot of planning this particular week because it tends to be, ooh, let me catch up with my life. I did more planning this week because I was planning out a couple more months over the summer and whatnot. So that's just why there's more planning this week than most weeks. And then our internet went out this day. And I marked that because I couldn't finish like my work day and stuff. So we had to kind of MacGyver and play catch up after that. And then the last, oh no, this isn't the last. There is one more. So let me not take up the rest of the space. Okay, put this one here. And then I put this Namaste in Bed sticker because we got a new base for our bed. And installed it. So it's adjustable now, which is fabulous. And then I also, oh, come here. And then last item for this day was a little bit of a facial. There we go. And that gets us over to Wednesday. So, of course, I've got my reading, and for Wednesday, I read for about 45 minutes. Okay, put this one here. And then I've got my little book icon. Read for 45 minutes. And then again, we will move right along to my workouts for Wednesday. And I will put this one under here. And then I will put my little weight icon over here. And so, Wednesday I walked 1 mile. And then actually I did a 57-minute upper body. Oh, that's really hard to write. That's okay. Okay, and then the next item for Wednesday was we had the internet company come and fix the internet. So I will just put internet appointment. For anyone else who works from home, have you ever had to work off of like your phone's hotspot? Anybody have difficulties? Because like I definitely do every time. Anytime that like the power goes out because of a storm or something like that, I'm just like, do we have to? Like, do we need this? And then the next item for this day is I had a call with one of my friends. I love this little like communication looking bubble with the heart in it. I always feel like that's perfect for like, you know, call with a friend. Okay, and then down here in my last box, I have, it was Wednesday, so my little man's had martial arts again, because he has it twice a week. Okay, let me see. Oh, well, okay, this will work. I was thinking about using my thicker pen, but when there's more to write than like a single word, it can be a little bit too thick. And then of course I did post a video on Wednesday. My goal has been updated to Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I've been sticking to that schedule. And then I've got my little girl on her laptop because she's so cute. Okay. YouTube video. And then the last thing that happened on Wednesday was my little humans had a play date. I thought this little emoji was so cute. So I'm just gonna put kids play date. Okay, so there's Wednesday all finished. Next, I'm going to move right on over to Thursday. And so for Thursday, I'll start with my reading. And on Thursday, I did read for an hour. There is cat hair. It's a regular occurrence in this residence. Okay. I'll get this one set up here. Read 1 hour. And then I've got my workouts for Thursday. And let's see, what were they on Thursday? I was feeling quite adventurous on this Thursday. So I did a couple different workouts. I did a 5-minute run, and then I walked a mile, and then I did 35 minutes of yoga, if I remember how to write. Okay, and then the next item on Thursday's list was I did make myself some tea on this day. I need that one. Well, right there is fine. That should work. I did make myself some tea. So I'm just going to write hot tea. And then the next item was additional planning time. So sorry. I'm over here just, my throat is like irritated, like my allergies are acting up. So just like, it feels like I've got drainage in the back of my throat. Okay, I'm gonna put this one about, where would be best? That'll work. Okay, you're right, planning time. Okay, and then here is, my daughter had an appointment this day. And then also, watched some TV. There we go. Okay, so daughter. And it was at 2 p.m. And then for TV, what was I watching this day? Yellowstone. There we go. That wraps me up for Thursday. So on Friday, again, we did some reading. And on Friday, I did get to read for 2 hours. Add my little book icon over here. And then I read 2 hours. And for my workouts, let me see. Because if I'm not mistaken, ow, my elbow. Yeah, Friday I was off work and the kids had a half day at school, which worked out perfectly for our camping trip, actually. And I got this little, like, heart rhythm icon. I'm gonna put right here. And then workouts for Friday, I did 1 hour of yoga. And then we actually ended up going on a double date with some friends to a concert, which was super fun. So I'm just gonna write concert with friends. And then the next items, there we go. Okay, the kiddos had a play date. Perfect. And then the next item was just me marking that I was off work. And then the next one is just notating the kids had a half day at school. Half day of school. And then the last item for today is some planning time. And I do have a bit of a larger sticker, so I will space it out a little bit again and then put that planner there. Planning time. Okay, and that brings me to Saturday. So we did get up early Saturday morning because this was our camping trip day. So I'm actually just gonna put this up here at the very top. I'll put it down a little bit so I can see the header. And that's okay because this sticker is a little bit wider than the column itself, but no biggie. I'm all good with it. And I'm just going to add this little campfire. And we were camping at, what was it called? Oh, Merle Park. This was our first time camping at this particular location, and we enjoyed it. We had a good time. So next, I will go ahead and I will mark my reading, of course. Put this one here. And I will put my little book icon over here on the other side because it's gonna perfectly fit. And on Saturday, I read for 1 hour. Perfection. And then for my workouts, I will mark this here. And I will put this little fitness watch icon. And for my workouts this day, I just did a straight 2-mile hike. And then it was Saturday, so of course I did upload a YouTube video. Put this down here. Put her over here. And then the next item for Saturday that I'm going to put down is, oh, I almost put this the wrong way. I'm going to put this pink kind of flag type sticker here. And then I'm going to, let me see where this lines up. Yeah, I'll put it there, that's fine. And that was for s'mores. It's so funny. I was just telling a friend of mine that we make s'mores nearly every time we go camping because our kids love to make s'mores, but they don't love to eat them. So like they'll start making a bunch of s'mores and then they'll be handing them to us, and we don't want to eat them either. So 9 times out of 10, it just end up getting thrown back in the fire. It is a little bit wasteful, but they just have so much fun making them. And they'll take like 1, maybe 2 bites maximum, and then they're just like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want any more of this. And then the last item for Saturday is we were by the lake, which was nice. Just hung out by the lake. Perfect. And then for Sunday, okay, so again on Sunday we were camping in the morning hours, and then we went home, and I'm just going to cover that ever so slightly. Okay, there we go. Oh, a little bit crooked, but again, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, this looks like the right direction. And I'm just gonna write camping. I always forget, like, when we are not actively out camping, like, I forget that there's so much work involved. So, like, you know, you got to pack up on Friday. You get there, you have to unpack, set up the, you know, the campsite and everything. Then when you go to leave, you have to tear everything down, pack it all back in the car, come home, and then unpack it. So that stuff can be time consuming. We try to prep throughout the week by little adding things to the car until like the Friday, that Friday that we're leaving. Then I'll throw the last of the items in the car and fill up the cooler and all that stuff. But it can be excessive. Okay, so now I need to add in my reading for Sunday. If I can get this sticker to come with me, that would be fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to put this right about here. And then I will put this little stack of books here. Oh, but it's not, there we go. That's good. Okay, and then on Sunday, I read for 2 hours. Perfect, and then I will mark my workouts for Sunday as well. And for Sunday, let's see, what did I do on Sunday? Okay, for Sunday, I need to put is up here. And then I've got my little running person right there. Okay, so first it was that I hiked 1 mile. And then I did 26 minutes of kickboxing. Okay, it all fit. And then I also had, we had our grocery order. Okay, so I'll put this one. Oh, it's gonna cover up kickboxing. You guys get the point. Okay, so I will put grocery delivery. And then the very last item for Sunday is, again, my little humans had friends over. So a little smiley face. And I will just put kids playdate. Okay, and that wraps us up for week 15 of 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me put together this plan with me. I will, of course, put everything in the description box below. And if you guys have any questions or if there's some other content that you guys would like to see, absolutely put that stuff in the comments, and I am happy to take a look. Otherwise, happy planning. Thank you guys for being here. Bye-bye.